Hello everyone out there, and welcome to this week's Tap In Tuesdays with Renee, the Healing Show. Tonight we're going to be doing some great stuff for people that deal with anxiety and PTSD. If you haven't met me before, my company is Life Solutions Transformations. I help people make transformations in their life in all areas of their life on a daily basis, whether it's dealing with emotional struggles, whether it's dealing with career struggles, whether it's dealing with relationships, families, personal relationships, brain stuff, mental stuff. So I do a lot of NLP work, but I also do a lot of other work that's energy work and meditative work that's not necessarily NLP work. And if you're not familiar with NLP, NLP stands for Neuro-Linguistic Programming. Basically, simply put, rewiring the brain. So I'm a certified coach and a certified hypnotist. And so when I come on to do my show, a lot of my stuff, I talk a little bit about what we're going to be doing, what we're going to be working on, and give you kind of like a foundation to build on so you understand where the information's coming from, how it's going to be used in your life. And I give a lot of personal experiences of things so you realize that you're not alone out there. You know, the struggle doesn't have to be your own, and it doesn't have to stay, okay? So tonight what we're going to be working on is, let me put my eyeballs on, sometimes things I can't see as well. So tonight what we're going to be working on is, we're going to be working on a deep meditation that's going to help you go into the alpha state, which the alpha state is a calm brain wave. So if you have a lot of anxiety, PTSD, which is post-traumatic stress disorder, or acute anxieties, these are things that are going to, usually there's some kind of triggers and there's fears behind them, and these triggers are going to aggravate your life and disrupt your normal routine. It could be the sound of a cupboard slamming. It could be the tone of someone's voice. It could be getting anxiety or panic attack in certain driving situations, like going over water or driving in fast traffic, things like that. And I know for me, when I had really bad PTSD in full force, there were things that would disrupt me. Loud, unnecessary noises, like slamming noises, high-pitched voices would bother me. Disruption in my routine would bother me. I didn't really like things that weren't expected. And if you have PTSD or anxiety, a lot of things like that can do that to you. It could be things that come up that are like you're not planning or expecting to be there. And just that break in your expectations or your routine can really throw you off mentally, emotionally. And when you're thrown off emotionally especially, it throws your physical body off. You can get nausea symptoms. You can get anxiety deep in your chest. You can get freeze moments, panic moments. All kinds of things can be disrupted in your life. So I want to help you with that tonight. So we're going to be working on that. We're also I'm going to show you some simple ways to stop anxiety in its tracks. So we're going to be doing a little bit of some NLP stuff, and we're going to be doing some learning to sit with the emotions. Emotions last about 90 seconds, and after that they dissipate. So I'm going to help you learn how to get comfortable with your emotions instead of always relying on something to instantly get away. I mean, I'm going to show you things where you can instantly make it go away, but at the same time, your body needs to be able to get used to learning to sit with that emotion, that feeling in your body, and learning how to be okay with it so it learns that it can handle these disruptions in your life, and it's not going to be crucial. It's not going to be a death or life situation. The whole world's not going to crash around you because you had an emotion that felt like you couldn't handle it. And I know what that feels like because I dealt with a lot of acute anxiety and panic attacks and, you know, the triggers of PTSD and, you know, confrontational situations. So many things that helped me, that made me feel like I wasn't able to have just a normal life and make friends and get along with people and be in normal environments without feeling disrupted. And sometimes when that stuff happens, it just feels like your whole body is like out of whack. Okay, so we're gonna work on those things tonight. And then another thing we're going to do, sorry, I'm just kind of looking at my list. Another thing we're going to be doing is I'm going to be using a process called Pillars of Power, and we're going to be installing playfulness and curiosity. When you're curious, that takes away a lot of that fear. When you're curious, you want to kind of seek out like a small child. You want to like, oh, well, what does that do? Oh, well, what will happen if I go here? What will happen if I do this? You know, and you don't have to, this is another thing that you need to understand, is that you don't have to always know what the outcome's going to be. It's taking that first step and moving past that fear of whatever it is that you think may happen. It may be, you know, you're afraid of humiliation. Maybe you're afraid that you may fail at something. Those are a lot of things that people will worry about. And also, it's good to understand as well is anxiety. It's always accompanied by some kind of fear of something that may happen that you don't want to happen, an emotion that may come up that you don't want to feel, or fear of something not working out or turning out the way you want, okay? Or fears of somebody not liking you, fear of being humiliated, fear of setting out to do something and failing, or setting out and like some people are even afraid of being rich because they think that people will take advantage of them and want things from them. Or they think that if they get rich, they won't be able to maintain that rich. And some people have a belief that it's not okay to be rich. Maybe they believe that it's not spiritual to be rich, or you're taken from somebody else. See, there's not just this little pie that's split between everybody and you only get this much. You have an unlimited resource of abundance that's out there for you. And when you start getting over those things, your life starts getting better because you lose that scarcity mindset and that feeling like you're taken from somebody else if you have too much. Or you got to feed somebody else before you can feed yourself. Or you got to give all your money away and not have any. Or you're greedy, or you're a bad person. Things like that. You need to learn to get over those. And it's not easy. It can be a really big struggle when you have belief systems that are built around what you can have and not have, what you deserve, what you feel comfortable in, environments, financial abundance, relationships, all that stuff, okay? So we're going to work on that tonight. So curiosity is going to help you get past those limiting beliefs and fears and venture out a little bit and allow yourself to be curious about, well, what if I do this? You know, maybe I'll fail, maybe I'll not. I won't. But you won't know if you don't try, right? But allow yourself that curious to say, you know what, I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm willing to take that chance because I want to find out. I'm curious of what's out there, and I want to find out for myself. And then playfulness keeps you in that state where you can just kind of brush stuff off and just like, oh, no big deal. You know, I want to have fun. I want to meet new people. I want to enjoy what I'm doing. I want to have, you know, be playful and not take things so serious so I don't get so disappointed if it doesn't turn out the way I want it to. You know, playfulness will help you, you know, lighten things up so you're not like, you know, oh, well, this isn't going to work and that's not going to work. Why bother? Why try? When you're playful, you're like, you know, as long as I'm having fun, who cares how it turns out? I like to meet people. I like to do this. I like to do that. And I want to enjoy it. I want to enjoy the people I interact with. I want to enjoy what I'm doing. And when I'm playful, I let go of that serious control on things. Okay? So we're going to be working on that tonight. So if you haven't worked with me before, I'll give you my disclosure as always. When we're doing hypnosis, NLP stuff and things like that, there are no big rules like, oh, I got to go get a yoga outfit. Oh, I can't do it when it's live. I got to come back and do it later because somebody might see me. Nobody's seeing you on here, okay? I'm the only one being seen. You don't have to worry about being seen. You don't have to worry about doing something wrong. The whole point of my show is to give people the tools to learn how to be in more control of their life, their emotions, their mentality, and get them in states that are going to be better serving for them instead of states that are diminishing their ability to have a healthy and wonderful life that you deserve. Okay? So everything I do on here has been tested by me and with other people. Okay? Other people I've worked on, other people that have worked on me. And so that's what we're going to be doing tonight. Playful, let's see something. So you don't have to, like I said, just comfortable clothing. When we're doing work, I prefer that you have your feet planted on the ground, you're sitting upright. Less likely, one, that you'll fall asleep while you're doing stuff. And you're going to help keep you stable and grounded in the process as well, all right? Thought I saw something posted on here, so I don't know what that was. Anyway, so cut out all other outside distractions and noises. So if you're in a house that's shared with people, make sure that if people are home, they know that you're going to be in a room doing hypnosis, healing work, not to disturb you. If you got an animal, take care of the animal. Make sure it has what it needs, food, water, it's been out to go to the bathroom, it has a place away from you where you're not going to be disturbed. Even though you may say, well, you know, my dog's a good dog, he'll probably just lay at my feet. Well, he hears a noise. He's going to, you know, raise his head. He's going to look what that noise was. If he wants some attention, he might put his head on your lap. He might try to climb up next to you and disrupt you. Okay, we don't want that. So never try to operate any kind of machinery, any equipment, driving a car, running any appliances, or trying to do anything else other than do the work and be focused and absorbed in it. Because the more focused and absorbed you are, and the more playful you are, the better experience you're going to have when you're doing it, all right? So when we do the pillars of power for curiosity and playfulness, we're going to create anchors. And these anchors are going to be a color of energy that you're going to mold into a ring, and you're going to put it on your finger, and that anchor you're going to be able to rub anytime and be able to activate either playfulness or curiosity, okay? So what we're going to be doing first is, we're going to go into the deep hypnosis. Oh, it's just me live on here. We're going to go into the deep hypnosis. And I'm going to take you into that deep state of alpha. And then while you're in that state, you're going to be going, I'm going to take you really deep, and it's going to give you that opportunity to clear the chaos from your mind and just focus on your soul star, which you can feel like if you go like this on your head and then start going up, and you're going to feel like either a density or a tingly type feeling, and that means that you've reached your soul star, all right? Your crown chakra is up here, okay, just above your head. That's your crown chakra. Then your third eye is actually here, and your brow chakra is here, all right? So that's a lot of your mental stuff is up in this area, okay? And then you have your throat chakra, which, you know, a lot of times, you know, your voice, you can feel like your voice has been taken, you can't speak your truth. A lot of anger may store in there, and in the liver and in the solar plexus. And anxiety, you're usually going to feel around here. Sometimes you might feel it down lower too. But you got a front heart chakra and you got a back heart chakra. And then you got your solar plex, which a lot of not feeling good, not feeling good enough, fear can kind of store in there sometimes. Usually fear is going to store in your kidneys and in your bladder. despair, grief, sadness, those kind of things you're going to store in your lungs. Jealousy, anger, bitterness, resentment, revenge, those kind of things usually store in your liver, maybe in your gallbladder. And your spleen is usually a lot of nervousness and worry. So, and then you have your sacral chakra, which your sacral chakra is down below the belly button, and that's where a lot of your connections with relationships, your comfort in sexuality, things like that. And then your root chakra is down in the base of your spine in the back, and that has to do a lot with your relationships with money, feeling grounded, your foundations that were built there for stability, feeling safe and secure. So if you get disruptions in those areas of your body, you may feel some of those emotions associated with that disruption or that chaos that feels like it's being created. Okay? So we do a lot of stuff that's related to those things, but I try to keep things specific to what we're going to be working on so we have time to do all the stuff tonight. So make sure all things are shut down other than this that you're watching. Now, if you're going to watch it at a later time, then watch it at a later time. But if you're going to watch it now, make sure everything's shut down, ready to go, and you're comfortable so you're not squirming around, you're sitting upright, your feet are planted on the ground, okay? So, we're going to go ahead and get started. So just make sure that you're not going to be disrupted. If people are going to be coming home, put a note on the door saying, I'm in this room, I'm doing hypnosis healing work, please be quiet, do not disturb or open the door, things like that. Just make sure you cover all your bases, all right? So I get a lot of dry throat when I'm talking, which I've been having some scratchy throat lately, which kind of leads me to believe that there may be something that's inside me that I haven't verbalized that wants to come out, and it's showing me that through that kind of scratchy feeling in my throat. Recommended that you don't, anytime you do kind of energy hypnosis work, that you don't eat within 20 minutes prior to doing the energy work and 20 minutes after, because your digestive system slows down and it's not going to be processing stuff, okay? And you may get stuff when we're doing stuff. You may sweat or get really warm. You may get tingling feelings. You may get twitching. You may get little pains, which means that there's probably some kind of disruption in your flow of your energy somewhere. Afterwards, you may be really tired. You may want to take a nap and sleep. Sometimes when we do stuff, people end up sleeping a day, sometimes longer, just to recover from the stuff. That doesn't mean that it's bad. It just means your body needs to process, all right? And if you just kind of allow it to process, it's going to reboot itself, and you're going to get that full results from doing the work without feeling dragged and run down, okay? And another thing is drink plenty of water. That's important to keep yourself hydrated as well, okay? So get yourself in your comfortable position. Make sure that nobody's going to be bothering you or disrupting you in any way. And we're going to go ahead and get started. So I want you to go ahead and close your eyes. And I want you to focus on those small little eyelids, muscles in your eyelids. Just allow them to relax. I'm going to have you visualize and mentally say the number 3 several times in your mind. 3 is for deep relaxation of the body. And to help you become more and more relaxed, I'm going to take you through some things that are going to help you to relax more physically in your body. I want you to just focus on those small muscles in your eyelids. And I just want you to relax those eyelids so deeply to the point to where they're so relaxed that they don't even want to open. And once you've got them that relaxed, by just letting go of all the noise, all the thoughts, all the things going on in your environment, just let it all go. All your worries, all your fears, just clear your mind right now and just let go, okay? You have my permission to let go. Allow yourself to just let go. And your eyes are deeply relaxed. I want you to imagine that relaxed feeling starting to flow from the top of your head, starting to flow down through your body, flowing down through your top of your head, relaxing the skin, the nerves, the muscles, the ligaments in the top of your head. Continue to flow down through your face, relaxing your forehead, relaxing your cheeks, your mouth, your chin, your jaw. Allow that relaxation continue to flow down the back of your head, flowing down your spine, flowing down the front and back of your body, relaxing your shoulders, your neck, your arms, your hands. Allow that relaxation to continue to flow down through your body, relaxing your chest, your abdomen, your hips, flowing down through your body, continuing to flow down, allowing yourself to become more and more relaxed, relaxing your thighs, your knees, your calves, your feet. And I want you to imagine and just allow yourself to believe that your feet are so relaxed that they feel as if they don't belong to your body. Your feet feel as if they do not belong to your body. Your feet, ankles, calves, knees, thighs feel as if they don't belong to your body. They're so relaxed. As that relaxation continues to flow from your feet back up through your body, imagine that your feet, ankles, calves, legs, waist, shoulders, arms, and hands all feel as if they don't belong to your body, becoming more and more relaxed, deeper than before. To help you become more relaxed in your body, I'm going to count from 10 to 1, and just imagine you're in an elevator on the 10th floor, and you're starting to drop down every floor, and as you drop down, your body becomes more and more relaxed. 10, 9, feel going deeper. 8, 7, deeper and deeper. 6, 5, deeper and deeper, becoming more and more relaxed in your body. 4, 3, deeper and deeper. 2, 1, now on the first floor, and you're more relaxed than before, 10 times deeper than you were before. Just allow that relaxation to just flow through every part of your body, through every muscle, every bone, flowing through the cells, flowing through your veins like a river flows down streams. That relaxed feeling is filling you up like a balloon fills up with helium, allowing yourself to go deeper and deeper and deeper, becoming more and more relaxed, going down, 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 deeper and deeper. You're more relaxed than before. Become more and more relaxed. I want you to mentally and visually say the number 2 in your mind several times. 2 is for mental relaxation. To help you become more and more relaxed mentally, I'm going to have you think of tranquil and relaxing scenes. Maybe a tranquil and relaxing scene for you is sitting on the river or floating in a canoe down the river. Sun beating on your skin, the breeze of the water as you float down. Maybe a relaxing, tranquil scene for you is walking in the woods. Beautiful shade trees, squirrels playing in the trees. Beautiful day. The birds are singing in the distance. Hear the birds singing in the distance now. Maybe a relaxing and tranquil scene for you is flying on an airplane, looking out the window, looking down at everything below you. Whatever that scene is for you, I want you to go there now, and I want you to put all of your senses into it. Just allow yourself to see, smell, hear, taste, and touch everything around you. Just allow yourself to become more and more relaxed. I want you to imagine that you're on the river, sitting on the beach next to the river, right along the bank. Maybe your toes are in the sand, maybe your toes are in the water. And I want you to notice that there's a beautiful tree next to you growing, beautiful leaves that are starting to fall off. Imagine that for a moment, that you have a black permanent marker next to you in your hand. Pull it out of your pocket. And I want you to pick up one of those leaves, and if there's any thoughts left in your mind, I want you to write that thought down on the leaf. Do that now. Make sure when I tell you to do stuff, I want you to physically use your body to do this. So physically see and feel yourself picking up that leaf off the ground. Feel that pen in your hand. Feel as you're writing whatever that thought is that comes up on that leaf. And once you do that, I want you to look at it and I want you to read it. And I want you to throw that leaf into the river. And as that leaf starts to float down, down the river, keeps floating down, down, down over all the ripples until it floats so far down that it's out of sight and out of mind. If you have any more thoughts, I want you to go ahead and pick up another leaf from the ground and take that marker, write whatever thought is coming up in your mind. Write it down on that leaf, and I want you to look at it and read it and throw it into the river and watch it start to float down the river. And it floats down, 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 taking that thought with it, floating down, 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 floating down so far that you can't even see it, and it's out of sight, and it's out of mind, and the thought is gone from your mind. If you have any other thoughts, I want you to pick up another leaf, write down any thought that's still in your head coming up, write it down. Your brain will naturally do the rest of the work for you. It's like rewiring your brain without having to do any kind of fancy work. So write down that thought, look at that leaf, read that leaf, whatever on that leaf that you wrote down, that thought, and toss that thought into the river and watch it start floating down the river. And it floats down, 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 and you go deeper, becoming more and more relaxed physically, more and more relaxed mentally, all the way down that river till soon it drifts all the way out of sight and totally out of your mind. If you have anything else in your mind that's coming up that's keeping you from relaxing, I want you to continue to write on those leaves and read them, throw them into the river and watch them drift all the way away till they're no longer in your mind. Now I want you to mentally and visually say the number 1 several times in your mind. 1 represents the playing field where you can create, imagine anything that you want, and it becomes real for you. Now I want you to imagine beautiful, brilliant white light flowing down from about 500 feet above you. Like a waterfall of beautiful white divine energy. It starts to flow down through your body, down through your head, down through the neck, down through your shoulders, arms, and hands, down through your chest, down through your back, flowing through every organ, every cell. And as this beautiful divine energy flows through you, it's purifying, cleansing every part of your body. As it continues to flow down through your body, down through your waist, your abdomen, down through your legs, and out your feet, and it continues to flow all the way down through the earth till it reaches the center of the earth. And feel it deeply penetrating the center of the earth, and feel that feeling of grounded, feeling fully relaxed in your mind, your body. You're fully grounded to the earth. Imagine Mother Earth is sending beautiful golden, warm, nurturing energy flowing back up through that tunnel, flowing all the way up through your feet, up through your legs, up through your torso, all the way up till it reaches your heart. And this white and gold energy combines at the heart. And I want you to take a big, deep breath in through your nose. Let it out with a sigh. And as you do, imagine that gold and beautiful divine white energy expanding outside your body and expanded out across all to all the walls in the building. Keep expanding it across your city, across your state, across your country, across your entire planet, and imagine expanding across the whole universe and reaching out to all dimensions of time, all versions of you. And notice how the feelings and emotions shift and change in your body when you feel that strong connection to all things, that divine heaven energy, the beautiful earth nurturing energy filling your entire body, flowing through every cell of you, expanding out and connecting you to all things in the universe, becoming one with all. Sometimes some of us have anxiety attacks. And these anxiety attacks could be very disturbing. But when you have a feeling, an emotion that comes up in your body and it feels uncomfortable, because an emotion only stays for 90 seconds, you have that ability to just allow yourself, and this is a good time to just allow yourself to learn to sit with that emotion. Just allow it to process. Notice that it's there. Notice what it feels like. Where you feel it in your body. What were you thinking or doing that triggered that emotion of anxiety or panic in your body? And just realize that you have that power, even as uncomfortable as sometimes it might be. You have that power to just allow yourself and give yourself permission to just relax and let go, and just let it process and do what it needs to do, and just let it flow through you. And I want you to sit in this divine and earth energy. Just allow yourself to be relaxed in it, enjoy it, and just absorb it and bask in that beautiful energy that is you. Just let it be. Just relax. And I want you to focus above your mind, above that physical head of yours. Notice your crown chakra above your head. Feel for that soul star, like I showed you in the beginning. Just reach up to feel that density or tingly feeling, sometimes about 12 to 16 inches above your head. Now I want you to focus your attention on that area. So I want you to focus on your heart. I want you to take a big deep breath in through your heart. Focus on your crown and relax and breathe out. Breathe in, focusing on your heart. Focus on your crown just above your head and breathe out. One more time, focus on your heart. Sending that loving energy from your heart up to your crown, and from your crown up to that soul star. And I want you to just focus on that soul star and just be, just relax, and just allow yourself to let go and be one with that divine soul energy of who you truly are, your true essence. Just allow the peace to flow over through your body, and just allow yourself to just keep your focus on that soul star and just be. Let go, let go, let go. Just relax and enjoy the essence of who we truly are. You're not the body, you're not the mind, you're not the emotions. You are the soul, the spiritual self. You are the creator of the body that allows you to move. You're a creator of the mind that allows you to think the thoughts you think. You're the creator of your emotions that allow you to feel and notice how you feel in different situations, around different people, different environments. And just allow yourself to just focus. Keep your focus up there on that soul star. Just keep it up there. Just allow yourself to just be one with that soul star, this true essence of who you really are. And just be quiet, be mindful, and just focus on that beautiful bright light above your crown. beautiful, bright soul star that is who you are. Just relax and let go. Notice the peacefulness coming over your body. Notice all thoughts, all worries, all nervousness, all fears fading away, dissipating. They have no power over you here, no control over you. The soul is in control. The spiritual self of who you are. And I want you to focus on your heart. And I want you to imagine the earth in front of you. And I want you to put your hands out. Imagine like a small miniature earth between your hands. And I just want you to breathe in from your heart up to your crown. Imagine beautiful golden energy flowing from your crown down through your body, filling your body, flowing out through your hands, and filling the entire miniature earth with beautiful, loving, healing, divine energy. Just flood the earth. Bless your friends. Bless your neighbors. Bless your family. Imagine all that beautiful golden energy just filling up the earth. May all be blessed, above and below, in the higher worlds, the middle worlds, and even the lower worlds. May all be blessed, all animals, all marine animals, mammals, reptiles. May all be blessed in all directions, high and low, above and below. Let all be blessed without exception. And send blessings of this golden energy is flowing through the earth, filling up the earth. See your family and your friends. See the people that you love. Other people that may be going through hard times financially, emotionally, physically. Just see them all now and just flood them with beautiful golden light. Focus on your heart. Flood them with beautiful, beautiful fuchsia pink light and golden light, and just feel the earth. May all be blessed without exception. Just flood it with beautiful golden light and pink light. And I want you to put your hands down. Focus on that crown energy. Imagine that crown energy is flooding all the way down through your body. And we're going to release all that excess cold energy flowing down. Imagine it flowing down through your hands, through your feet, flowing down to the earth. May Mother Earth be rejuvenated, revitalized with all this excess beautiful golden energy. And put your mind down to the earth. Just let it flow down, all the excess energy. And I want you to move your mind back up to just below your belly button, about 2 inches below your belly button, and 2 inches in, that's your lower dantian. And I want you to just allow your mind to just rest there. And just relax, and just let it rest. Just focus on that area. And I'm going to count from 1 to 5. And as I count from 1 to 5, I want you to start to wiggle your fingers, wiggle the toes. You're going to start coming back into your body. 1, slowly coming back into your body, feeling your toes and fingers as you wiggle them. 2, all this work is for you that we're doing tonight. Your body is calm, your mind is calm, your emotions are calm, and you're ready to do all the stuff we're going to be doing tonight. 3, all this stuff I send from my heart to you so you can have the best blessings, the best experience, and the inner peace that you deserve and that you may need right now. 4, using all of your tools to any problem, any obstacle that comes up, you'll always know the solution, what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. 5, slowly coming back into your body. When you're ready, go ahead and open your eyes. You may feel a little bit tired, maybe some tingling, maybe some warmth. That's all good. Now I'm going to show you some things to learn how to stop anxiety. One, you can use the simple process of the Rosenberg reset method. And that's basically just noticing that you have a feeling that you don't like, you're not comfortable with, and just allow yourself to be okay with it. And just allow it to process, allow it to flow through your body, and just allow it to be. Sometimes when you do that, it moves to another place. So if it moves within your body, then focus on that area that it moves to and do the same thing. Just allow it to process, allow it to be there. Know that it's there, send it loving energy, let it know it's okay to be in your body. It's okay to be a part of you. And just let it do the process work that it needs to do. Just allow that to happen as needed. And the next thing I'm going to help you with is removing anxiety instantly. I'm going to show you two different processes that I use quite often. We're going to start out with the magic frame. The magic frame we've used many times, and the magic frame is going to help you get rid of the lessons that are attached to the experience that keeps triggering that emotion feeling in your body. All right? So when something comes up for you, maybe it's anxiety, maybe it's panic attack, maybe it's anger, notice that there's a place somewhere in your body, a place where that emotion is stored and being triggered from. You're going to point to where you feel it in your body. You're going to take your opposite hand, you're going to reach out, and usually right where your hand goes is the place of where that picture is. Now you may see this picture, you may not, and once you find that, I want you to frame it, put a big thick black frame around that picture. Imagine it's old black and white TV. And you're going to adjust that screen all the way to the right, white it out, see how that feels? With the contrast knob. Adjust it all the way to the left and black it out and see how that feels. And whichever one feels the most comfortable to work with, go ahead and work with that. And once you got that, I want you to imagine that your dominant index finger hand is a gold flowing marker that never ends. And I want you to put it up on that screen. And I want you to start writing all the lessons from this experience. Okay? And just keep writing even if you don't know what you're writing. And just keep writing. Some emotions may come up, write them on the screen. Uneasy feelings in your body may come up. It's just processing. You may sweat, you may tingle, you may twitch, you may start crying. Just let it all out. Okay? This is the place to do it. This is the time. And just keep writing and writing and writing. You can do this with a physical pain. You can do it with an emotional trigger of some sort, whether it's anxiety, panic, sadness, whatever it is, okay? And just keep writing and writing. You don't necessarily need to know what you're writing, just keep writing. You'll notice that the feelings, emotions start to shift and change in your body as you do this. They start to dissipate and go away. This is really good when something comes up and it's really strong and you need to break it down till you can start learning how to sit with it. But this is going to start getting rid of a lot of stuff and make it easier for you, all right? So just keep writing and writing and writing the lessons. You can ask your higher self if you want help writing. Otherwise, just keep writing until you feel in your body that you feel that there's nothing really left to write, that you got it all. Sometimes when this doesn't go away, it means there's a lesson that you missed. And sometimes there's something deeper that may require regression, which is taking you back to early childhood through deep hypnosis, okay? And once you got that, you're going to grab a hold of the sides and start to shrink it down. Top to bottom, start to shrink it down. And keep compressing it side to side, top to bottom, side to side, top to bottom, until it's compressed all the way down, till it's in your hands like the shape of, or like the size of a postage stamp or a quarter. And you're going to lift it up and just imagine it's like a frisbee and just throw it back there as hard as you can. Imagine there's a nail gun back there nailing it to the wall, and hear it being nailed back to that wall. And now it's gone. Now for some reason there's still something there. You can use this next process to eliminate it more, or you can use it instead of the framing process. So when you get a feeling in your body, maybe there's an emotion that comes up, think about that when it comes up, when it gets triggered. Maybe you have an illness, a physical pain that keeps coming up. You can use this as well on this stuff. So let's say that your pain is down in your stomach. Maybe you're nervous about something. You're getting kind of sick to your stomach. I want you to close your eyes and scan your body and notice where that feeling is at. Kind of find the bullseye of it. And I reach in and pull all of it out. Now if you don't know what color it is, or if you can't see it, just pull it out where the feeling's at. Pull it out till you feel like you got it all, okay? Sometimes stuff likes to try to move around on you, and you may have to duplicate processes and go with where the feeling moves. So once you got it all the way out there, be in your hands, and if you can see it, notice what color direction or what direction it's going. If you can't see with it, you're going to play with it, moving it different directions till you find the one that works the best. So now that you got it in your hand, notice the directions go. You're going to physically take it and change it the opposite direction and start to spin it. And spin it faster and faster and faster and faster, and keep spinning it and spinning it and spin it faster and faster and faster and faster, and keep spinning it until it's going so fast it's taking on a life of its own, and only you know that it can't go back. You're going to grab a hold of it, you're going to slam it right back into the place you pulled it out of, and take a big deep breath in. You can also do this framing or spinning with something that you want. So if there's something that you want, you're going to imagine that picture of what you want, put a frame around it, and I like to have people pull it through their body. So usually I'll have them notice where they feel the feeling of having that thing that they want, as if they already have it, and shoot out a color of that energy and put that color of energy around the frame of the picture. And you'll take it, make it really, really big, like a big theater screen. And a lot of times I'll have them jump into the picture and be one with the picture after they play it like a movie first, then jump into it, then grab it and start pulling it through your body, okay? And then once they pull it through their bodies, 10, 20 times, you're going to build up that energy. Then you're going to take that picture and you're going to shrink it down, and you're going to put it into your body where you pulled out that energy from. And what's going to happen when you do this is going to help your body process that manifestation, but it's also going to purge out any negative emotions and feelings in the body that are being trapped around that and holding that thing of what you want back. It's going to help eliminate that, okay? So the third thing you can do, if you still got some residual left, is color breathing. So you'd ask your higher self if there was a color, a series of colors or frequency that could dissolve the rest of this feeling completely in my body, what color or colors might that be? And first impression, first response that you get from your higher self, go with that, okay? Now you're going to imagine a big ball of that color or colors floating above your head, and that big ball is going to start to grow and spread across the ceiling, down the walls, across the floor, and it's going to start filling in all the space around you, and it's going to start filling in your body, flowing through your body like a river, flowing through your veins like a river flows downstream, filling you up like a helium bottle fills up, or a helium balloon fills up with helium, or a water bottle fills up with water, and it just flows and spreads through your body. It's coming down through your head, up to your feet, and penetrating every cell of your body. And I want you to start breathing all that energy around you. Start breathing it into your body. Breathing it in and focus on that area where that pain is or that emotional disruption is, and start focusing on there as you're breathing in that color energy. Imagine it flow into that area and filling up that area, and just notice how the feelings in your body shift and change as it continues to flow through every part of you, filling you up, getting stronger and stronger and stronger as it continues to fill you up, fill you up, fill you up, getting stronger and stronger and stronger and just allow it to be. Another thing I want to teach you is when triggers come up, like maybe a noise set you off or something, it's like, ask yourself, why is this bothering me? Why am I being triggered by this sound? Or why am I being triggered by this person? And just wait. Wait for the answer to come to you, because it will. We quieted the mind. We did some processes to help you, break stuff down and eliminate it. And now it's time to learn how to work with your own neurology, okay? Your mind, your physical body, your emotions. And just ask yourself, it's like, why does this bother me? Just allow yourself to evaluate what it is that's happening, why it's happening, and how often does this come up for me? What is behind this? What is the cause of this coming up for me and happening? And just allow whatever comes up for you. And then change it. Well, I'm not in jeopardy of dying. I'm not going to be in a crash. I'm not going to get sick to the point where I can't function. Is it okay to just sit with this and just allow it to process? Is it okay to just let this go? And just allow yourself to just let it go, and then ask yourself, what do you want instead? If I didn't have this going on, what would I want this kind of situation to look like instead? And what does that look like for you? And see it happening in your mind, doing something differently, changing your response, changing your actions. See that happening in your mind, and just allow it to happen. And notice how the feelings start to shift and change your body when you look at that situation from a new perspective. When you look at something different happening instead of what you're afraid is going to happen, or what you assume is happening. Because a lot of triggers are happening because of something that happened a long time ago, but it's not happening anymore. It's done, it's over with, and the memories that flash in your mind sometimes, they're not real. All they are is an imprint of what your mind recorded of a scene from years and years ago that has nothing to do with today. It has nothing to do with your life now, okay? And you don't have to keep reliving that old life experience, because it's not really serving you, right? And just talk yourself through and say, for example, I had this happen. I was doing some healing work. I lived out in kind of a little rural area, and I would drive into town, and I had just done some healing work around a car accident. So I'm driving on this road, and there's some curves, but there's no like big drop-offs, no, high risk of danger anywhere, right? Unless you hit it, head on with somebody, but what's the likelihood of that, okay? So I'm driving along, and some anxiety started coming up for me. And this was a few years back, 3 or 4 years ago. And I'm thinking, okay, why am I getting this anxiety? And I recalled, oh, I just worked on stuff around that car accident. So this is just anxiety that my body's showing me, saying, are you sure you're ready to let this go? Are you sure you learned the lessons? Are you sure you're ready to move forward and past this? So what I did was I told myself, there's nothing happening right now. I'm driving. I've driven this road many times. I'm safe. Nothing's going to happen to me. I'm not at any risk. And all this is my body triggering something that happened a long time ago that has nothing to do with now. And just by talking myself through it, the anxiety dissipated and went away entirely, and never ever came up again when I went on that road and that curves. Okay? So that's kind of how you kind of shift things, all right? Now what we're going to be doing is we're going to start installing playfulness and curiosity. So with Pillars to Power, I'm going to guide you through it. And this is a standing exercise. You want to be standing while you do it. So I want you to close your eyes. I want you to remember a time where you felt playful. Maybe you were, in grade school and you were playing, guns and, cops and robbers, and maybe you were the cop and your friend was the robber, and you pretend like you have guns or knives or, or maybe cowboys and Indians, and you got, bows and arrows and guns or whatever. I remember that time when you were playing that, whatever that was, or maybe playing Tea Party with your dolls, and maybe your stuffed animal was the Queen of England, and maybe your doll was, a princess or whatever it might be. And I want you to just imagine back then, and notice that when you start imagining that and allowing yourself to get fully absorbed in that experience and be playful, no longer is that stick a stick. It's a gun, or it's a sword. No longer is that stuffed animal, it's now the Queen of England. No longer is that doll just a doll, it's now a princess. And just allow yourself to get absorbed in experience like that. Sometimes, people say, well, I can't get absorbed. Ever watch a movie? How long before, you're so absorbed in the movie that you don't even pay attention or know what's going on around you? And how long does it really take you to get that? You don't really know, because it happens just suddenly and you just become absorbed in the experience. You can't put a time frame on it. You can't put an exact moment when it happens. It just happens. So remember a time like that now, with your eyes closed, that you were playful. You were childlike. You were being playful, having fun. And I want you to think about that time. Where were you at? Were you playing by yourself? Were you playing with other kids? What did it feel like? Notice when you think about that time of playfulness, notice that there's a place in your body where those feelings of playfulness start. I want you to reach in and pull all that energy, the playfulness out. Make sure you get it all. You don't want to waste any of that playfulness. And once you get it all out and you hold it in your hands, I want you to spin it in the same direction that it's going, and start to spin it faster and faster and double speed. Double the amplitude. Keep doubling it and doubling it and doubling it and doubling it until it's going so fast it's taken on a life of its own. You know it can't go back. Grab a hold of it and slam it right back into where it came from. Notice the feeling of place and the playfulness starts to spread through your body, flowing through your veins, your bones, your muscles, flowing through every cell of your entire body, flowing through your organs, filling you up with all that playfulness, penetrating through every part of you, through your skin, your fascia, every part of your body. Notice how the feelings shift to change, the playfulness feeling gets stronger and stronger within you. And once you got that, I want you to reach in and pull all that playfulness out again. Pull it all out. And once you got it out, I want you to spin it in the same direction again. Spin it faster and faster and double speed. Double the amplitude, keep doubling it and doubling it and doubling it until it's going so fast it's taking on life of its own. And this time you're going to grab that energy and I want you to slam it onto the ground. And a beautiful pillar of that color of energy starts to grow all the way to the ceiling, filled with all that playfulness. I want you to walk over and I want you to step into that pillar. And as you breathe in all that beautiful color, playfulness, whatever color shows up for you, notice how your body starts to grow and expand with this pillar and fills up the entire pillar as you breathe in all that energy. And it just gets stronger and stronger. The more you breathe in, the more you grow and taller, and the more you expand around the inside of that pillar and gets bigger and bigger and bigger till you reach the very top of that pillar. And once you've done that, I want you to step out, and I want you to notice that that pillar doubles in size and it gets bigger around and it gets taller, and it just grows and grows and grows as it doubles in size. And once it's doubled in size, I want you to walk over and step into that pillar again and start to breathe in all that color of energy. And as you breathe it in, you start to grow taller and expand with this pillar. Keep breathing it in. Keep breathing it in. It's getting stronger and stronger. Keep breathing it in. Growing and expanding and filling up with all this beautiful, playful energy. Once you've grown to and expanded to fill up that whole entire pillar, I want you to step out, and it doubles in size again. It's way up in the heaven realms, way up high. And it's doubled in size around, and it's double in height. And once it's done that, I want you to go step into that pillar again. And again, start breathing in all that beautiful color of that playfulness energy. And notice how it spreads through your body. Feelings start to shift and change, and they grow even stronger with that playfulness. And it keeps growing taller and taller and expanding till you grow all the way to the height of that pillar, and all the way expanding all the way the size of that pillar around, filled up with all that playful energy. Keep breathing it in until that happens. Keep breathing it in, and it just gets stronger and stronger and stronger as you keep breathing it in. And once you've got that, I want you to step out of that pillar. And just imagine you have stretch arms, strong arms, and I want you to reach all the way to the top of the pillar with one hand, and all the way to the bottom of the pillar with the other hand. And I want you to start to slowly compress that pillar all the way down, 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 down into your hands till it's a ball of energy. And I want you to take your right hand, and I want you to chop that energy in two and set half of it aside. And I want you to take that other half of that energy, and I want you to start to mold it into the shape of a ring. Mold it into the shape of a ring. And once you've done that, I want you to slide it over your finger, and whichever finger, the index finger usually is where fear is, so playfulness would be a good place to put it on the index finger. And I want you to rub your hand on that ring, and I want you to say out loud, anytime I want to be playful, act playful, feel playful, all I need to do is rub this ring, this anchor on my finger, and it will be for me. So be it, and so it is. Now we're going to work with curiosity. We're going to do the same thing with curiosity. I want you to think about when you were a very young child, you were learning to walk, touching things, feeling things, looking at people, seeing new experiences and new things all the way around you, and curious of what they do. What will happen if I put this here? You remember like the little block things that had the different shapes, and children would take those shapes and find the spot that it goes in and put it in. Curious to know, curious to learn, curious to find out, curious of what's out there. Feel that curiosity. What does this hole do? What does this switch do? What does it do when I step down here? What does it do when I touch that? What does that feel like? You're curious, you want to know, you want to learn, you want to expand. Now find the time when you were little and you were curious about everything. You want to know. Maybe it was a time where you're asking your mother tons of questions. Well, why is this? Well, why does the sky look like that? Why is there a moon up there? What's the moon for? Why does rain come out of those clouds? And just think about what it feels like to be curious. Notice that there's a place somewhere in your body where those curious feelings start. I want you to focus, scanning through your body, where that curious is at, and where the ballpark bullseye of the center of that feeling of curiosity is at. And once you've got that, I want you to take all that energy of curiosity out. Make sure you get every bit of it, all of it, that curiosity. Sometimes the color stays the same, sometimes it changes. It's okay either way, it doesn't matter. Once you got all that curiosity and you're holding it in your hands, notice it's going a certain direction. I want you to continue to spin it in that direction. If it's not going a direction, if it's standing still, play with it till it goes in a direction that starts to feel better. Now keep spinning it and spinning it and spinning it. Double the speed, double the amplitude. Keep speeding it faster and faster and faster and faster till it's spinning so fast it's taking on a life of its own. You know it can't go back. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry, I forgot something with the playfulness. That playfulness energy, the other half of that energy, if you still got it sitting there, will come back to the curiosity. Same energy, you're going to take that energy and you're going to put it in your mouth and swallow it. And that playfulness energy starts to spread through your body, flowing through your veins like a river flows down streams, spreading through all your cells, your organs, your bones, your muscles, your fascia, flowing through every part of your body and filling you up with all that playfulness. All that playfulness. So you got it in your body and you got an anchor to trigger it. Feeling all that playfulness. Now let's go back to the curiosity. So bring up that curiosity again. Pull all that out. Start to spin it in the same direction. Spin it faster and faster and faster and faster. Double the speed. Double the amplitude. Keep doubling it and doubling it and doubling it and doubling it until it's going so fast it's taking on life of its own. You know it can't go back. Grab a hold of it. Slam it back into your body. And as that feeling shift and change as it flows through every part of your body, your bones, your muscles, your organs, flowing from head to toe, shoulder to fingertips, flowing through every part of you, getting stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger as it continues to flow through every part of you. Now, scan your body for that curiosity again. Pull all that curiosity out of your body. Make sure you get every bit of it. Take it and start spinning it in the same direction again, faster and faster. Keep spinning it faster and faster. Double the speed, double the amplitude. Keep doubling it and doubling it and doubling it until it's going so fast it's taking a life bone. You know it can't go back. Grab that curiosity and throw that energy on the ground, and a pillar becomes and grows all the way up to the ceiling, filled with that beautiful energy of curiosity. Step into that pillar and start to breathe all that curiosity in your body. And you start to grow and expand with that pillar and filling up the entire pillar as that energy fills up your body. And you just keep growing, breathing it in, breathing all that curiosity in, breathing it in and keep expanding and growing till you fill up that whole entire pillar with your body, filled with that energy. And once you've got that, step out of there and that pillar doubles again. Doubles the size around, doubles in height, and fills up with that beautiful curiosity energy. Step into that pillar again. Start breathing in all that energy. Notice as you breathe in all that color of curiosity, you grow and expand with that pillar, and you continue to grow, get taller, expand wider all the way until you filled up all that entire pillar, breathing in all this beautiful curiosity energy. Keep breathing it in, breathing it all in, filling you up entirely all the way to the top of the pillar, all the way around till you feel complete with that curiosity. Step out of that pillar and it doubles again. It's way up high in the sky, way up in the heaven realms, way up there, and it's bigger around. It's huge, filled with all that curiosity. Step into that pillar again and start breathing it in, breathing all that color in, and notice how the feelings shift and change. You get stronger in your body, and you start to expand and grow all the way up to that pillar. Keep breathing it in until you've filled up that entire pillar with you and all that energy filling your body. Keep breathing, breathing, growing, expanding, breathing, growing, and expanding, breathing in, growing, and expanding till you've reached the very top and all the way around, filled with all that curiosity. And step out of that pillar. Imagine you have it. Stretch arms, strong hands. Reach down all the way to the bottom, all the way to the top, and start compressing that pillar all the way down, 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 compressing all the way down till it's a ball of energy. Take that ball of energy, take your right hand, cut it in two, set half of it aside. Take that energy and spin it faster and faster and faster and faster until it's going faster and faster and double the speed, double the amplitude until it's going so fast it's taking on a life zone. Grab a hold of it, put it into your mouth and swallow it. And let that energy start to spread through your body, flowing through your veins like a river flows downstream. It's filling you up, spreading through every part, through your organs, your bones, your muscles, through your fascia, filling up every cell, flowing through every tire until it's fully filled up your entire body with that beautiful energy of curiosity. And just let it flow, let it penetrate through every part of you, including your skin. Just allow it to fill up your physical body, your energy body, your spiritual body, and just let it grow and expand and get stronger. And once you've done that, I want you to take the other half of that energy and I want you to mold it into a ring. And this is going to be your own anchor for curiosity. Okay? You filled up your body, increase those feelings of curiosity. Now you're going to mold it into a ring. Take that ring and put it on your middle finger, which middle finger is used, the end of the finger holds anger. So now instead of being angry, you're going to have curiosity. So fill it around that finger, and I want you to rub on that ring. And I want you to say out loud, anytime I want to be curious, feel curious, act curious, all I need to do is rub this ring on my finger, and it shall be. So be it, and so it is. Okay? So now your next finger has an anchor for playfulness. Your middle finger has an anchor for curiosity. So when you want to feel those, you rub on that finger for the feeling that you want and activate it. And notice how the feelings are going to start to grow and expand within your body. Okay? So that's our show for tonight. We did some great stuff. We did a deep hypnosis, letting you get connected to the divine energy, the earth energy, expanding that energy all the way out so you're connected to all things in the universe and all dimensions of time, all versions of you. We did some different things to help with anxiety, panic attacks, pains. I've given you the magic frame process, the spinning process, the color breathing process, the reset method by just letting things process, analyzing the situation, learning how to follow the pain and work with wherever that goes to. Work on one spot, if it moves, work on the second spot, and being able to analyze the situation when it comes up. And it's like, am I in danger? Am I really in danger? No. Am I about to die? No. You know, where's this coming from? What's triggering this? Why do I feel this way? And then ask, and then say, you know, I'm safe. Nothing bad has happened. There's nothing serious going on. And say, what do I want to feel instead of this feeling? And just remember what that feels like, to feel that other feeling instead, and allow that feeling to override the negative feeling that was there. Okay? So then we filled you up using the pillars of power with curiosity, playfulness. Remember, playfulness is the index finger, curiosity is the middle finger. You might want to write that down. So if you want to anchor, trigger that anchor of playfulness, rub on your index finger. If you want to trigger that feeling of curiosity, you want to rub on the middle finger. Okay? So write down which hand you did it on. Preferably you did it on the left hand. And write down what emotion, what feeling goes with that anchor. Okay? Don't worry so much about remembering the color. Just use your imagination that it's there and you're triggering that anchor to take over and put you in that state. All right? So I want to thank everyone for watching. Like this video, share this video, and if you're interested in learning more, want a free consultation to kind of learn more about what I do, what kind of coaching packages I have available, and what it costs for my healing, you can buy a healing session by the hour, or you can buy a package of hours and use those hours. And when I'm doing a hypnosis session or a manifesting session or whatever I'm doing with you, it starts, I'll give you a few minutes to kind of talk about what you want to do, what you want to work on, and what we're going to be doing, and then I start the time. I don't talk for a half an hour, and charge you for that time. But if you want to talk for a half an hour, and take up some of that time, then you are going to use some of your time up, okay? But I expect to get, 10, minutes or so out of what we're going to be working on, and there is no charge for that. Free consultations, there is no charge for consultation. Discuss what I have available, what you want to work on, what you're noticing in your body. I can give you an idea of probably what's going on and what direction I think that you should go in order to get that resolved for you. All right? You have this available to you every Tuesday, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Tapping Tuesdays with Renee, the Healing Show. And so it's always free. You always have this available, and you can use this stuff to do your healing. But if you want to go deeper and you really want to get faster results and have something that's more consistent, so we're working on a resolution plan, so we're doing specific things that are going to be targeted towards that resolution, then you probably want to consider that maybe now would be a good time for you to sign up for some healing or a coaching package and working on reaching your goals and resolving or enhancing and gaining whatever it is that you want. Okay? So thank you so much for joining me today. I'm Renee Betterton for Life Solution Transformations. And thank you all for being here. And I look forward to seeing you again. Keep doing the work. You'll get the results, and your life is going to start transforming for you. That's why I call my business Life Solution Transformations, because we are doing transformation work. We are transforming you into the person you want to be and your life into the life that you want to be living. Okay? So whether it's a goal that you want to reach or an emotional feeling that you want to get rid of, people either want more of something that feels good or less of something that feels bad. So, and that's what we work on here. So thanks for watching. We'll see you again next week on Tap and Tuesdays with Renee. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your week and weekend. The weather's starting to get warm up, so always be safe when you're out there in your driving, in your adventures. Make sure that you're always protected when the weather starts getting bad. So take care, everyone. Love you all. See you soon. Bye for now.